Crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, investing in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay. That's right, ladies and gents. We are doing it live. Welcome to another live trading session, baby. We get it in, man. We do it live. We do it extra live over here on Crypto Bloodalytics. Now, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what's going on in the city. We got a lot of stuff going on in the city we got to take a look at, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, though, you know what time it is. You got to get over to bloodalytics.com, Scalpalytics Pro. You guys know. V2 is live. Version 2 of Scalpalytics Pro is live. Check it out. We'll try to make some trades here in a second. See what we got on the table. It's been a lot of flopping and groping. I need a flopping and groping meter. Somebody make me a flopping and groping meter. The volatility has been crazy as of late, especially on Bitcoin, and it's happening right at the open, like at 9:30. You get the either the slam down or the rally, and then it reverses that by the time we get halfway through the session. So what I think is going on, and we'll take a look at it. But we love this type of volatility in active traders. But what I think is going on here, guys, let me see if I can bring the chart up. What I think is going on is we've got some people unloading big time. Big time. I think we got some people unloading big time on us. And it's happening right at the open, right? So that's what I think is going on here. And we got to really just pay attention to that type of stuff. We got a lot of spam going on in the chat today, ladies and gents. What in the world is going on? Zero F says, Pistons, Wings, and Tigers looking promising, equal bullish. Hey, man, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, man. I pay attention to this right here. These trades, Bloodalytics, baby. Printing money. That's what we try to keep up with doing. We got fear and greed index sitting at a whopping 8 this morning, guys. 8. Down from, I think, yesterday was 9. Now we're at 8, heading lower again. Can we go any lower? Have you seen any lower than 5? I haven't seen a print lower than 5. Which we saw, what was it? That was the low. At least the yearly low. You can see down here, February 5th. 5. I personally can't remember seeing anything lower than 5 ever. Which is insane. Doesn't mean it's the bottom, but boy, we're in the region. We should be, at least. We should be in the region. What's your thoughts, Mike says, on us being in a shortened bear market? I don't know. Yeah, I can see that actually. I can see us being in a shortened 1-year bear market or even shorter. Well, it depends on when you count it, right? So if you count it from the high, then looking back retroactively, then it would last about a year. But still, that's a shortened bear market, I believe. I don't think, what's the length of usually a bear market in crypto? I can't even remember, to be honest with you. I cannot remember. But hit that like button as we get started today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a nice stream to go over today. We got some trades to look at. January jobs reports came out yesterday. Oh my God, ladies and gents. If we don't live in a damn Truman Show, then I don't know where it exists, honestly. We added 130,000 jobs. Are you serious? We really added 130,000 jobs? Not at all. I briefly touched on it yesterday's stream, but I really got a chance to go into it this morning, or yesterday evening. Listen, the same stuff that Trump was talking about happened in the Biden administration, which it did. No lie about it. Biden administration was painting numbers all types of ways. But he's doing the same thing. He's allowing the same thing to happen here. In addition to the lie of 130,000 newly added jobs, which is not a lot when you take into consideration it was how many working Americans are there? Over 100 million? But in addition to that, we got a revision of epic proportions on all of the data from past years. We'll take a look in the details on that. But let's take a look at trades, man. We got trades on deck. We've been flopping and groping this morning on Bitcoin. It's been a rough session if you were trading Bitcoin. But if you stuck with it, which I tell you guys to stick with it, we're in very tight volatile ranges. As a matter of fact, let me show you really quick. We're in a short right now. We were in a double short. We covered that short. But look at this tight range here. We're going absolutely nowhere. We've been absolutely going nowhere. I mean, this here move was a move down. But these spikes, we got the little spike there. And we ain't doing too much of anything. I mean, look at this. Spike up, down, up, down, up, down. It looks like you're putting a Street Fighter cheat code in. Up, down, left, right. What is going on? Now, what we need to see, honestly, let me delete this. What we need to see is a violation of the V. And it looks like we're heading toward that. We break that V, ladies and gents, we're going to go back down to the 63,800 level, which is right above behind my chair. You guys see that area of October's pivot, or Uptober? I have that marked there. We probably will bounce there. And then we got to go from, we got to see where we go from there. Take one leg down at a time, ladies and gentlemen. One leg down at a time. Now, back to the Scalpalytics Pro V2. We have flopping and groping with Bitcoin, but however, you made some money if you were trading Ethereum this morning as well. I suggest trying to trade both of them if you can, just to kind of, as of right now at least. It's a lot of flopping and groping. So this was an excellent double short you would have taken right at the start of the morning session today. Double short. When you get the second short or second long, what that means is typically, I have two main ways of triggering a trade. The third way is really a defensive play, which I don't even know if we have no, we don't even really have that in play. The defensive play is not in action or live on the Ethereum, and I don't think it's live on. No, it's not. It's not live on the Bitcoin either. I'm gonna do another live AMA update on V2 maybe tomorrow evening. But when you see the second short, that basically means of the two kind of major components that I use to dictate whether or not we're going to take a trade, that means both of them triggered. So that gives us a whole another group of individuals or traders that might be triggered by that as well. So when you get the double shorts, I'm not telling you to bet the house at all. Never do that. Never do that. But when you get the second short indication, it's a higher probability of a trade going in that direction because we have more people adding to that or going in that direction with us. So that happened this morning on Ethereum short. Boom, we took a short here. Took another short right here. And look at all that money down that we making right here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way downtown James Brown. Now, at this juncture, I would have to say I would take some profits here because, I mean, we're 3% in the money. Take some profits. Even though we didn't get an indicator to take profits, take some profits on this short if you're in this. This is a huge trade right here, guys. Absolute killer trade right there. So take the profits and run on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you want more information on how to get these signals, bloodalytics.com. Link is in the description below. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is this jobs report. This jobs report is a freaking lie, and it's really setting us up for failure. Because and this may be part of the reason why we're seeing another leg down or sell off in the crypto markets, is because now we're saying, oh shit, last year's economy wasn't all that great at all. 2025 was not a great year. So we really been in a recession. They just like to basically play military mind games with us in Wall Street. Basically is what they like to do, guys. They like to give you a headline number that's grossly off, hope you forget about it, and then a year later, oh, we're going to revise not only 2025, but 24, 23, 22, 21, liftoff. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It really is ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So let's take a look at some of these details here. Silver has been kind of holding strong despite the jobs report. But mostly what the market is talking about today, guys, is that hot jobs report, that macro perspective. But it's really nothing, man. It's actually telling us that the economy is worse off than we think. Now, that could be a good thing. We'll have to take a look at stocks and see if stocks are rallying off the revisions. I'm not too sure. But a weaker economy should mean, honestly, a lower interest rate coming. But unfortunately, today we are down big time. Look at this. NASDAQ down 1.5%. So you already know Bitcoin is going to go down with NASDAQ because we saw it didn't participate on the way up. So it damn for sure is going to do the same thing as NASDAQ going down. Silver today. Let's see what silver is doing today. Dun, dun, dun. Silver is at $78.69 on the spot. Futures is at 83. And then we got spot Shanghai at 89. So the premium is widening again. 13% premium on spot between, that's physical price, between here in the U.S. and Shanghai. Bitcoin always gives us massive opportunities for those who are willing to be patient. Amen to that. Yeah, man. Honestly, this is the best time. I know, and we could go lower. We can go another 30% lower. Literally a 30 more percent drop in Bitcoin, 40% more drop in Bitcoin. But if I'm talking more on less on the trading side, but just investment. If you're just investing dollar for dollar, I mean, if you're in crypto, you should be able to take another 40% haircut, 30% haircut to benefit maybe 300% or more on the altcoins. I did not see Pam Bondi stuff. I gotta look into it. Enzo in the house. Shout out to Discover Crypto, but Enzo going in on him, baby. Tell him, Enzo. This is not a time to be bullish on MSTR stock at all. I'm sorry, Deezy. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, not a time to be. Matter of fact, let's look at MicroStrategy really quickly. And we'll peek at the trades. Trades looking great. Look at that, man. Looking great. Take some profits here on this trade, guys. Even though we did not get an indication to take profits. What I'm going to start doing is one day out of the week, I'm going to give it's just going to be straight live streaming with some music in the background showing the charts. No commentary or anything, but a morning open, Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Live, just music and trading. I'm going to start doing those. So look out for those. They'll have a different type of thumbnail. I got to come up with something that will indicate that. But yeah, I'm going to start doing that at really when Scalpalytics starts getting going. 8 o'clock. I might do it like 8:30 every day. 8:30 until my main live stream. So look out for that. I'll do that once a week. Maybe we'll do it on Fridays. So I'll give you guys basically a free day of Scalpalytics, or at least in the morning, up until I go live. So you guys can see how this system works and twerks. Yeah, we're printing right now. We're printing. Let's take a look at. I do want to take a look at the year to date on Bitcoin. I like to keep up on that. 8:30 Eastern. Yeah, we'll do 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, because the market's open at 9:30. Best time to trade Scalpalytics is starting to set up for trades. I would say really like 9 o'clock is the best time to start. 9 a.m. start looking for trades with Scalpalytics Pro, and you should be done by noon, 1 o'clock. If you want to extend the trades and trade a little bit more, maybe make a little bit more money, you could. The longer you're in the market, the more risk you're taking. So that means the longer you're in the market, the higher the likelihood you're going to lose money. That's why scalping is so coveted, because you're not in the market all day. You're in and out, make your money, rob the bank, and keep it moving. Okay, so we'll set that up for I think we'll do Fridays, 8:30, 9 o'clock ish. Just straight live streaming, showing the Scalpalytics Pro in action, so you guys can take advantage of it if you're not members yet. But Bitcoin down 23% for the year. I told you guys lower first. So far I am right, correct? Lower first, then we go higher. to close above $88,000 Bitcoin. Lower first, then higher. That's what she said. All right, so let's take a look at this article here. I want to take a look at this article, but before I even do that, just want to bring this to your attention really quickly. Let's bring this to your attention really quickly. I want to bring this up so you guys can see what's going on, baby. Hit the like button, by the way. Show me some love on X. If you're watching on X, drop me a chat. If you're watching on YouTube, click that bell. Follow me if this is your first time watching Bloodalytics, Crypto Blood. The most accurate trading system in crypto. It is a system, not a signal. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. But this is what I wanted to bring to your attention really quickly before we move forward. WeX, I'll put the QR code up there. Sign up with that account or exchange. I've done some work with them in the past, but we're back up and running with WeX. So check them out, create an account, and then what you're going to do is to get the free 7-day trial of Scalpalytics Pro, you're going to want to sign up. Okay, you're going to want to sign up, scan that QR code, easiest way. Once you sign up, create your account, send me your UID and your TradingView username to algo@cryptoblood.io, and I have a team member or myself set you up for a free 7-day trial over at WeX. You just got to deposit, guys, $100 or more to get started. You got to have at least $100 in your account, and we're going to give you 50. So you got 150 to trade Scalpalytics Pro with. You should be able to flip that and some, ladies and some. So check it out. Link in the description below, and also you can pause and see the QR code as well. All right. Let's go. January jobs. Fox Business. Let's take a look at this. Enso says, I'm printing on the stock option side. Only thing moving are energy companies. Wow, okay. Nice, Enzo. I gotta get over there on the options, man. I'm gonna map Bloodalytics to stocks and trade options when I get a chance. It's just I've been so busy, bro. Y'all don't understand how much work it takes to actually be a quant trader and maintain your algos and your systems and stuff. It's all day, all night, tweaking, back testing, logging, logging. Most of the work isn't trading or even coding the system. Most of the work is the statistics and analysis of the data. Give you a not a sneak peek, but a little peek into, you know, what I'm doing constantly throughout the day after the live streams and stuff. I'm always doing analysis on the systems. I've built some software to help do that, as you guys saw on the screen there. So this is a core part of actually making any quant system work. It's the analysis. It's the statistical analysis after you create the system. You just can't go in there and put in chat GPT, I want this XYZ to cross here and buy and then sell. It's not that simple. It's not that simple, guys. You don't get paid the big bucks just doing that. It's a lot more to it. So just FYI. Let's take a look at the jobs report though. 130K with delayed report showing. So this was delayed. It was supposed to come out last week. Did not, because of a partial government shutdown. By the way, are we still shut down? Are we still shut down right now? I'm not too sure. So Labor Department on Wednesday reported that employers added 130,000 jobs. The figure was above the expectation of economists polled, who estimated the economy would add 70,000 jobs. Unemployment rate was 4.3, slightly lower than economists expected of 4.4. So these are all hot indications or numbers, statistics. So technically that would mean if things are hot, you don't have to lower rates. You only lower rates if things are not looking good. And so this is the dichotomy. This is the paradox that we now have ourselves in. If we want to keep the money train going, we want to keep Wall Street and stocks heading higher, we need to continue to lower rates. But if we lower rates, what's the premise on lowering rates? What's our thesis? The thesis for lowering rates is that the economy is doing bad, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have good jobs reports. You can't have unemployment lowering and then say, oh, we got to lower rates. Why? I thought the economy is doing well. So and this is what's happening. The jig is up. Other countries are finally figuring it out. Don't know why it took so long. But we're running a fucking 3-card money on them. We're devaluing our dollar just to keep rates, or try to keep rates down, to keep our cost on our debt down and low. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. And they're finally realizing it. So, they're fleeing. They're leaving the U.S. stock market. They're leaving the U.S. dollar. They're leaving U.S. debt. That's the biggest thing, U.S. debt. So now we're going to be basically cannibalizing ourselves. We're going to have a circle jerk operation going on between the Treasury and the Fed to just service our debt. Print more money, borrow and print, and rinse and repeat. That's what we're going to have. So government payrolls declined by 42,000 jobs. Manufacturing sector added 5,000. Healthcare companies added 81,000. Construction firms added 33,000. We got financial shedded 22,000. What about tech? Any tech? They didn't have tech in there, huh? Tech probably got slaughtered. Plum Juice says, start using AI agents in your workflow. It'll take care of a lot of the work for you so you can focus on other stuff. The advantage gap between people who are using them and are not is growing exponentially. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. I definitely know about the agents, my friend. What does the January 2026 jobs report mean for the Fed and rate cuts? So, this again, if jobs look good, there's no point of cutting rates. That it ain't happening. Federal Reserve, we know, held rates steady in January's meeting. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said that with interest rates at their current levels, central banks is well positioned to let the data speak to us as policymakers weigh fresh inflation and labor market data as they debate potential rate cuts. It's all a circle jerk. It doesn't even make sense. We just got a revision, and maybe I have this here somewhere. We just had one of the worst or biggest downward revisions ever. So you're telling me that the Federal Reserve all these months have been basically making policy decisions based on bad data. It's just like, when is this shit gonna stop, bro? Lower interest rates to increase housing opportunities, in my opinion. Thanks for coming on today. Greetings from Brighton. We got Brighton in them. We got El Camino was from Brighton. We got the Michigander strong in the building today. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this, man. Let's see if we can find where it talks about the revisions. Of course, White House they're gonna drum up the strong 130,000 job increase. But upon closer examination, gotta look closer. The devil is in the details. The devil's in the deets. For starters, the report contains 12 months of revised data for the year of 2025. In only one of those months, January, was there a revision that occurred during the Biden administration. In 2 of the 11 remaining months, each which occurred under President Donald Trump watch, there were also downward revisions, 7 of which included tens of thousands of negative changes. Indeed, the entirety of Trump's first full year in office, from February to January, numbers were revised downward by 244,000 jobs. So it's all a freaking farce. It's all a farce, bro. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So everything that the Federal Reserve did and based their decisions on was based on bad, false data. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there you have it. Now, this is all the Reddit. January jobs report is a lie that leads with a misleading headline number to spin the news. Of course. What happened today? This is from yesterday, I think. What happened today is 2 stories published as one report. Correct. Headline story: January jobs 2026 added 136,000 jobs. 130,000 jobs, ladies and gentlemen. It beat expectations by almost double. Unemployment dropped to 4.3%. This is the story everyone, every outlet is leading with. CNN's headline right now: the U.S. economy added a stronger than expected 130,000 jobs last month. The buried, and we just talked about this story underneath the headline, is that the entire 2025 jobs narrative was wrong. 898,000 jobs were erased from the benchmark revision. Total 2025 job creation went from 584,000 to 181,000 jobs. Average monthly gains went from 49,000 to roughly only 15,000. 15,000 jobs a month?
But I thought you were street smart, bro.
Bureau of Labor and Statistics, I thought y'all were street smart, bro. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Bitcoin Defies extreme fear, hot jobs report to show signs of resilience. It has been resilient. Bitcoin has been resilient, but it's not looking good, guys. I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking good. We crossed back over, and I'll update you guys if we do cross over this line in the Scalpalytics or Bloodalytics chat room, members chat room. I'll give you a heads up if we get across. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add an alert right now in this bitch. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's see. Continue anyway. I know what I'm doing. All right, so I'll let you guys know if that fires off. But yeah, man, it's we crossed below this pivot line. It is lower we go. Lower we go. We cross below that, we're going to 62 on Bitcoin. 63, 62 range on Bitcoin easily. Besant was on Fox just shooting lies like a chopper about the jobs report. I respect his experience, but he is full of shit. He absolutely is. They all are. At this point. All are. Makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense. Oh, it makes sense, actually. It actually does make sense. It makes sense. So derivatives data shows here that derivatives data shows stabilizing bearish momentum and rising demand for short-term downside protection, with options traders paying a panic premium for puts. Again, I'm not an options trader, but that seems like it's saying that we're starting to get a slowdown of the fear and the bearishness. So we shall see. Now this guy, Crypto Wizard, says Bitcoin daily technical outlooks. Bitcoin closed slightly bearish. One more bearish daily candle would be trouble and lead to a decline towards 59,000. I say 63, 62, homie, but okay. However, a bullish move towards tomorrow could be a fake out, eventually leading to more sideways and random movement. It's been a rough, listen, as he stated, random movements and sideways action. I haven't seen this type of randomness, volatile, going absolutely nowhere type activities in crypto in a while. So this means that the coil is tightening. And once it breaks, once it snaps, we're going to get an explosive move. So hang in there. Trade those Scalpalytics signals. We don't know what day it's going to be. Hopefully it's not over the weekend, because we don't trade over the weekend. And just be ready for a massive gain in the markets when it happens. You got to trade it, though. You got to trade it. Keep your positions low. Don't risk more than 5% of your account per trade. And the big ones will come. The big ones will come. Mike says, in what time frame are you talking about if we go lower than the trend line? That's an hour. That's an hour chart. So it can happen at any point. We're very close to it, Mike. This is an hour chart. So this literally could happen next hour. The next 2 hours. We get a close below this line, siren hour. We're going to get an extreme drop here on Bitcoin, taking us down here to another 4% drop, 4 or 5% drop here. That's a lot of money, though, as a trader. So that would be a big move we were looking for. We can clean up big time on that. Silver, real quick, just quickly. Silver holds strong after jobs data. I didn't look at the silver chart. Let's take a quick look at precious metals chart really quick. Lee. Silver's at 77. God, what in the? Did you guys see this? God dang. Silver took a dump right when Crypto Blood went live. What in the world? Man, the manipulation continues, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this shit right here. Not looking, that is not a good look. What in the world? Oh man, so skip this article. That's it for today. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, share this stream, and we'll be rebroadcasting this at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard. If you're watching at 8 p.m., show me some love in the chat. Click the like button, share this stream, and join the Bloodalytics team, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
My money keep growing. The girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.